Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Chris Ryan Fitness. We're going to be getting on absolutely burner of a 45-minute advanced level strength, arms, and abs for you all here today. So we're going to be getting on after it, medium dumbbells and a nice, long, strong resistance band. We're going to be chiseling you on up in the best way possible. So get those smiles on those faces. Let's get ready to rock it on out right here, everybody. Palms facing down towards the ground. Back and forth you go. Oh, yeah, Tony is in the house. Casey, Patty, Karen. Amazing, amazing work, everybody. Glad to have everyone in this live class. If you want your name shouted out by any means, just go ahead, tilt your mobile phone sideways, and then let's get right on after it. Tanya is in the house as well. Throw those elbows up nice and high over the top side of your head. Stretch out through those lats and those triceps as much as you can. And then once again, populate your name on in the chat at any point during this workout. You go ahead and give me some feedback at any point. You go ahead and chime on in. You can say whatever you want in there. Just keep it family friendly, everybody. Now you're going to take that right fist nice and tight. Prop the elbows and fist between those knees, and then that left hand down under center, and then that left hand up top side. There you go, Addie. Come on. Reaching and stretching as far as you can. Hips back and down. Let's do 3 reps right here. And then reach right up to the sky and switch it on up. Now that left fist is going to be nice and tight. Prop the elbow and fist between those knees. Right hand down under center, and right hand reaches up for the sky. 3 reps. Down low, up high we go for 2 and 1. Fantastic work right there, everybody. Let's take it down on the ground now. In all fours, you're going to do a little cat-cow time, pushing hard through those palms, rounding your back right here as much as you can, pushing through those palms directly under the center line of those shoulders, chin tucked in towards your chest, abs in nice and tight. And then we're going to go ahead and arch your back, squeezing those shoulder blades together, punching your tailbone up towards the sky, eyes forward. There you go. Let's go through 3 round trips right here, everybody. Oh, it's feeling good. Hopefully it feels good for you too. Down, and then pull on through. Remember, you're stretched out through those vertebrae in your back. Get them expanded as much as you can. One more, tighten up those abs, rounding those shoulders. And then one more, arching through that lumbar spine for 2 and 1. Great job. Stay on all fours. This time you're going to take that right hand to the right temple. So you're on all 3s right now. And then you're going to take that right elbow up high to the sky. Expand those ribs as far apart as you can. There you go. Punching on through. Right elbow's nice and high. Let's go, Kathy. Sarah, amazing class here today. Brooke, Kristen, down and in for 2 and 1. Separate those ribs as far as you can. Now you're going to have that right palm down on the ground. Left hand up to that left temple. And then go ahead and punch up that left elbow high up to the ceiling for 2 and 1. All right, everybody, let's flip it over on your backside. Little standard dead bug hold static position. Head is rested on the ground. What I want you to do right here, reach the fingertips up, splay the fingers nice and wide away from one another. Rear delts off the backside of the ground. Head is rested on the ground. Reach the fingertips up as high as you can, directly over your shoulders. At the same time, punch your femur bone. That's right, your knee down towards your hip. Big, strong thigh bone right there, everybody. So those abs get a little tighter, and that lumbar spine perfectly pancake flat on the ground. Now tighten up those abs as hard as you can. Punch the ribs to the hips. That is basic 101 movement through that abdominal core region. That's right. Tighten up those abs here today. So now we're going to get on after it. Band pull aparts, my friends. Band coming on in. Take it one over another just like so. Grab the ends of your band, palms facing down and in, wrist flex down and in. Pull strong, come back on in slow and controlled. But you're not going to come all the way back on in, just enough to where that tension decreases to about right there, right? You don't want to come all the way back on in like so. We're going strong and slow with the movement here today on these pull aparts. Eyes are forward the whole way through. Excellent. Excellent job, everybody. Now we're just going to switch it up. Just that left arm locked in and out. Right arm pulling back a few reps right here. There you go. Isolation through those obliques. The whole time, wrist flex down and in, strong all the way. And now you're going to lock out that right arm out in front, that left fist punching back and forth. Just a few reps right there. Lighten up through those triceps, those rear deltoids getting open for business here today. 2 and 1. Great job. Now let's take it up top side. Now you're going to punch the band straight up over the top side of your shoulders just like so. Lock out that left arm over your shoulder, and that right arm's going to do that strong pull down and in, finishing just about shoulder height, maybe a little higher than the shoulder, but keeping tension through that band the whole way through. You are power punching your left fist straight on up over your shoulder, so you're not pulling down, right? You're going to punch up, staying strong and stabilized with those obliques for 2 and 1. Great job right there. Switch it up. Right fist punching on up. Now left arm pulling down towards that hip the whole way. So just a little different profile view for you right here. You can see I'm right in alignment with my shoulders. I'm not out in front. I'm not out behind. Right there, strong through the center of your mass the whole time. Lock out that right elbow as much as you can. There you go. Big, strong punch and big, strong pull. There you go for 2 and 1. Great job right there, everybody. Single arm curl as we go with that right arm. Now what you can do, you're going to step on into that band with that right foot, just like so. You're going to grab the band in with that right fist nice and tight. You're going to have a crossbody curl so the palm is flexed on in. The upper arm is going to remain in alignment with your shoulder right here. You're going to have the palm facing on in, strong pull up, slow controlled on down. Left fist punching on out in alignment with your shoulder the whole way through. Excellent, excellent work. So we just want to do a crossbody single arm curl action right there. Back and forth, slow control down. Up you go strong. Trying to only engage through the bicep and through the forearm moving, right? You want to think upper arm needs to remain stationary. It is not going to go back and forth or forward and backward in any way. That way you're going to isolate the movement as much as you can right here through that bicep. Oh, yeah. Squeeze and flex. Hard as you can, everybody. Call it advanced arms and abs for a reason here today for 2 and 1. Great job. Switch it up. The band goes underneath that left foot now. And then you're going to grab that band just like so. Right fist punching on out. Elbows locked on in. And you're going to squeeze and flex as hard as you can right there, right? There you go. Eyes are forward. Upper arm locked on out in alignment with your shoulders in front of those ribs the whole way through. Wrist just curled on in, just a few degrees, building that tension through that left bicep as much as you can. Right fist punching on out, abs tight, butt nice and tight the whole way through. Gripping and ripping those reps out here today, my friends. It's called Flex Friday for a reason, right? Happy November. Little November 1st action for you here today. Come on. Get the month kicked off right, everybody. Burning off that Halloween candy. 10 more seconds to go. Back and forth. Squeezing and flexing as hard as you can for 2 and 1. Great job right there, everybody. Overhead band tricep extension. This time you're going to have both feet underneath the band, or the band underneath both feet, and then you're going to take an inverted grip so the thumb's facing forward, and then you're going to take it up behind your head so now the palms are facing behind you, and you're just going to straighten out those arms at the top side, lengthening through those triceps as much as you can. Abs nice and tight, pushing through your heels so those glutes remain tight, and you're just going to punch up, straight up over the top side of your shoulders. Excellent, excellent work. So the palms facing away at that top side ever so slightly, but the goal, keeping the elbows stacked over your shoulders as much as you can, right? You're not down here. There you go. You're up over those shoulders, so you strengthen and lengthen through those lats, those triceps the whole time. Strong all the way through. 10 more seconds, everybody. Nice tight butt, tighter abs, bigger smiles, and a huge triceps getting you pumped on up here today for 2 and 1. Great job right there. All right, so arms are nice and warmed on up, right? They're getting chiseled. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic work so far. So now, getting on after section number 2. Remember, this is a 45-minute workout. It's a long workout. We're only really concentrating on the arms and the abs, a little bit through the lats and the shoulders and the upper mid-back region, of course, to get everything warmed on up. But the main goal right here, pumping up those bis and tris, taking you to six-pack city in the best way possible. So now we're going to go down, getting our DBs, hammer raise on the side. This is a fun one. This is going to torch you. So you're going to come over on your side, just like so, fetal position style. And you're going to have that DB in your left hand, right hand's out, coming up over top side, just like so. Back and forth. Straight arm position the whole way. Eyes are forward, going from over your hip in alignment with your shoulder, slow and controlled. Excellent work. So we're going to be working with medium DBs here today on these movements, my friends, back and forth the whole way through. But as you're going to feel, probably with this movement, you might want to even go a little lighter, right? There you go. Back and forth the whole time. Flexing through those knuckles down and in the whole time, everybody. Back and forth you go. Come on. Flex through that arm, that shoulder, those deltoids for 2 and 1. Oh, yeah, that one built some character right there. So over to our left side now. Right hand has that DB. And you're going to come on over top side position. Wrist flex down and in on that right side. Eyes remain forward the whole time. Oh, yeah. Line up through those shoulders. Those abdominals nice and tight to square off those hips with those shoulders. You're not getting loosey-goosey and falling over to your side, right? You want to think punching that DB away, curling that wrist down and in, and working through those rear delts, working through those triceps the whole way through. Back and forth from your hip, over there to the top side of that palm, and right back on into center line. You go. Nice and long through that tricep, keeping the shoulders stacked over top side the whole way through. Back and in. Straight arm position for 2 and 1. Oh my, that was good stuff, right? Single leg toe touch. DB goes into that left hand now. Right hand's up over top side. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to have the dumbbell up over top side, take it behind your head, and then right up over the top side to that right toe. So you're extending out behind you, keeping that lat nice and strong. Toes flexed on in, extension and contraction. Chin tucked in towards your chest. Arm is nice and long behind your shoulder, keeping the wrist engaged, elbows straight, targeting through the tricep, the lat, undercarriage of the arm, and then rocking those abs, squeezing as hard as you can. Left rib to that right hip and right rib to that left hip. We go. Excellent, excellent work, everybody. Back and forth all the way through for 3, 4, 2. Last rep, best rep, and 1. Great work. Switch it up. DB goes to that right hand. Left leg's out now. Coming on after those abs here today. Those arms in style. Oh, yeah. Happy Flex Friday, everybody. Come on. Digging deep. Left leg nice and straight. Right arm nice and straight. Power punching right through. Hard as you can. Squaring off those shoulders towards those hips. And the hips right on in towards those shoulders. Abs on point. Use your abdominals to squeeze that midsection as hard as you can to bring your arm and your leg up, right? You're not trying to throw the arm with the weight in any way. You're not trying to throw your foot up with momentum. You're trying to squeeze the midsection and only the midsection, everybody. Back and forth. You go. Reaching and stretching for those gains here today. For 2 and 1. Fantastic job. Lateral raise on your side. So DB goes, you're going to be on your right side. Left hand has that dumbbell. And you're going to just punch up over the top side of your shoulder. Straight arm position. Wrist flex down and in ever so slightly. Punching up over your shoulder. Straight arm position the whole time. Oh, yeah. Getting it done, everybody. Wrist flex down and in. Backside, rear side of those shoulders and those rear delts. Getting you as strong as possible through those triceps. Think extension, down, and then right on back for that strong back fist punch. You go with that left arm. Excellent, excellent work, everybody. Down and in the whole way through. Back and forth for 3, for 2. Get that last one on in, my friends. And 1. Slowly bring it on down. Pivot quickly to the opposite side. DB goes in that right hand. Left hand out, extension, out in front. You're over on your left side now. Right hand out. Right hand punching on through. Down we go. Back and forth. Come on, my friends. Down and in. Strong all the way. This is your time to shine. Your time to light it up with us here on Chris Ryan Fitness, everybody. Your Flex Friday. Big old 45-minute advanced level arms and abs just for you. Back and forth. Getting your Friday started out on the right foot, or at least the right arm. There you go, everybody. The right abs right there, right now. Punching all the way on up. Slow controlled on the way back down. Last rep coming your way. Fastball down the middle. Come on. take it up, take it down slowly, and rest it on up. Don't mind if I do. Oh my. Working those arms here today, right? So as I said earlier, you want to think not just bis and tris, right? You want to get up underneath undercarriage of the armpits, getting the shoulder joint nice and healthy. Remember, it moves in a multitude of ways. And those hammer raises out in front of you like that, oh, they feel good, right? There you go. Getting those shoulders as strong as possible because those bis and tris, they're going to be needing them, yeah? That's right. Push curl time, we go. So now we're back to the dumbbells. This time, both dumbbells come on out. Wrist up and in ever so slightly. Half range, push them out, squeeze back to center. Slow and controlled underneath. Eyes are forward, half range, punch, and slow, controlled underneath. We go. Work the negative on the way back down for those positive gains here today, right? Back and forth the whole time. Eyes remain forward, chest upright the whole way through. Taking out that nice distal position out in front of you, away from the center of your mass, so we get that extra pump through those arms. Squeezing back on in, taking it down slowly, defying some gravity here today. Working that eccentric as you take it down slowly and the muscles lengthen, my friends. Excellent, excellent job. For 3, oh yeah, 2, last rep, best rep, and 1. Hammer curl, supinated turn. So hammer curl position, palms facing on in. You're gonna go hammer curl 3/4 of the way up, supinated turn at the top side, open up to the supinated grip so the palms facing up towards the ceiling, bring it back to that hammer curl, and then take it down slowly. Oh, that's good. Take it up, take it open, bring it back center, and then take it downtown. Awesome, awesome work right there, everybody. Eyes remain forward, open, close, and then take it back on down. There you go. Eyes are forward, chest is upright the whole way through. Big old pump through your arms. Elbows locked out right in front of your ribs, in front of your shoulders the whole way through. Down, right back on up. Down, slow and controlled. Right back on up you go. For 2, last rep, best rep, and 1. Smoking those arms here today, everybody. Supinated curl with a hammer turn, so the exact opposite of what we were just doing. So now you're gonna go up, supinated grip, hammer turn on in, open it up back to that supinated and take it down slowly. There you go. Open, close, open back on up, taking it down slowly. Wrists flexed on in, engaged the whole way through. Eyes are forward, chest remains upright, elbows locked out in front of your ribs the whole time. Glutes nice and tight, eyes are forward, ears stacked over the shoulder, right up over that hip the whole way. Squeeze those handles hard, everybody. Get that pump going in your arms for you here today with that grip strength. Excellent, excellent work. Down, and then right back on up. Down, and then right back on up you go. For 2 and 1. Great job. Arnold press time we go. Palms facing on in towards your front delts, elbows punching forward. Drive those DBs up over the top side of your shoulders. 180-degree rotation up at the top side. So the palms facing away at the top side, and then squeeze those biceps as you pull back down. Clear your ears as much as you can with those arms so the bicep comes in alignment with the ear, or at least behind the ear. That's right. Down we go slowly. Up we go strong. Think about doing a chin up over a bar, trying to pull your chin over the bar as you pull those dumbbells back on down, right? Excellent. Excellent work there, everybody. Down and in we go. Oh, yeah. Working those arms here today, everybody. Come on. Back and forth. Big old press at that top side position. Driving, flexing the whole way through. For 2 and 1. Low plank, alternating arm raise. DBs off to the side for a little bit. You're going to come down on the ground. Low plank, lat arm raise. We go. So here's what we're going to do. Low plank position. Eyes remain down towards the ground. Feet hip width apart. Abs nice and tight. Tailbone tucked down and in. And then take up that right arm. Hold it off the ground without rotation through those shoulders or hips. Hold for 2 seconds. Bring that right forearm back to the ground. Left forearm off the ground. hold for good 2 without rotation, back on in. There you go. So offset position increases the tension through the core because you only have one arm in contact with the ground, right? Or one forearm, rather. That means that we're going to have to keep those abs and obliques tight to keep from rotating out as we raise up, right? There you go. So it's body weight, but it's almost like you're working with extra resistance here because I'm taking away one of your arms, one of your support beams on the ground, right? For 2 and 1. Dead bug with extension time. We go. It's now going to flip over on your backside. Back to that dead bug position we did in that warm-up series. Abs nice and tight. Left arm, right leg, extending all the way out. Back on into center. Right arm, left leg, extension. Back on in to center. You go. Extension. Contraction. Oh, yeah. Come on. Reach. Punch. Through that heel. Out to center. And then pull. Right. Back. On in. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff, everybody. Reaching an extension the whole way back and forth all the way home. Less than 15 seconds. Keep that lumbar spine on the ground because your abs are on point here today. Come on. Reach an extension. 3, 2, and 1. Rest it on up. Fantastic work, everybody, so far. So now we're going to go back to our bands. Quick little rest interval. Grab some water whenever you can. Halfway point of the workout. But check out your arms. Feeling those abs burning at the same time. You're looking good. There we go. So now we're going to go back to our band, friend. Oh, yeah. This time we're going to open it on up, okay? We're going to step right on into it, just like so. One foot under, other foot under, or bands underneath those feet, rather. You're going to go rotations, got to get out of here. So thumb's going to wrap on the front side, fingers behind, shoulder blades retracted back and down. You're going to go into forward rotation, strong and slow. Arms straight as possible, wrist flexed in ever so slightly. So you see how the wrist is flexed down and in? I'm going to keep those elbows straight, lengthening through those lats the whole way through, bringing the index fingers together to connect up over the top side of my head, and then bringing them back in slowly. But what I'm not doing is I'm not just here, right? I want to go up over the top side of the shoulder. So make sure you're working with the correct banded tension. It should feel tough, but you should be able to go up and over your shoulders. Keeping those glutes in nice and tight the whole way through. Strong base of support. Pushing right on in through those feet, everybody. Back and forth you go. One more rep. And go ahead and switch it on up. Now you're going to keep the exact same grip you have, but this time we're going to start out in front in a backward rotation. Up and over. Pull through. Oh, yeah. This one's going to really target through those tris and lats and the undercarriage of those arms, strengthening through your shoulders the whole way through. I'm going to pivot a little bit here, show you a multitude of different angles so you can check on out the form best you can, right? So you're going up and over, top side position, lengthening through your lats. Oh, yeah. Lengthening through those triceps, lengthening through that smile of yours as well. Back and forth, down slow, up strong. Excellent. Excellent work, everybody. Up and over, top side position for 3, for 2. Last rep, best rep, and 1. Lat raise time. We go. Scratch some mosquito bites. Okay. So now what we're going to do, lat raise position. I'm going to come up a little bit closer here. Shoulder blades retracted back. Wrist flexed in towards your hips. Punch up strong in alignment with your shoulders and then down nice and slow, right? So chest is punching out in front. Linear line, ear, shoulder, hip, knee, and ankle. Tall, proud chest. Wrist flex down and in, coming at shoulder height right here, right? Down and slow, controlled. Punch it up strong. Down, nice, slow, and controlled. Eyes are forward the whole way through. Wrist flexed on in towards your hips. Punching those knuckles on out ever so slightly. Fighting the tension in that band as it comes down. So we're not going above, down slow, or down fast like that, right? We're going to keep the tension on in. right where it counts to get as strong as possible. For 2 and 1. Front raise time, gift that keeps on giving. So now the wrists are flexed in towards your body like so. Eyes are forward, shoulder blades retracted back and down, tight butt. Punch up strong, tighten up those abs, taking it down slow as you can. Picture your core in that hollow hold position that you're going to get used to here in a few moments' time. That's right. We're going to be getting on after those abs in the best way here in the latter stages of the workout as well. So your eyes are forward, abs nice and tight, tailbone tucked up and underneath those hips. Of course, we're targeting through the arms and the front delts, but the goal right here is here, this center midpoint, right? So you're coming up out in front, that distal position where the arms are really far out in front of your sternum, under tension. You're not coming back on in like this, right? You're coming up strong, and then you're bracing yourself for support through your core to lower those arms under tension as slowly as possible and build as much strength as you can. For 2, 1. Standing fly time. Now keep the same grip, just turn those wrists away, right? So now your palms are facing away, supinated grip style. Arms are out in front of the hip line right here. Pinky fingers start out touching. Go up strong, straight arm position. Wrist flexed up this time towards the ceiling. I'm gonna have to grip it a little bit more right here. There you go. If you have to adjust your grip in any way, make sure that band doesn't slip out of those sweaty palms. You go ahead and do that. So supinated grip position, just like you're doing a double uppercut back on in. Pinky fingers touching the whole way through. Eyes remain forward. Tight glutes the whole time. Punch up strong in alignment with your shoulders. Take it down slowly, everybody. Come on. 15 more seconds to go right here, right now. Right on after. Down slow, up strong. Down slow, up nice and strong. You go for 2 and 1. Great job, everybody. Double that band on up now. Take it end over end. You're coming downtown on the ground. Sit-ups with the overhead band press. We go. So the band's going to start up right over your sternum. Feet on the ground. Knees. You're going to sit up. Bring your head through those locked out arms. So you're going to keep tension in that band the whole way through. So bands over your sternum. The arms are not moving. You are pulling your sternum, your torso, excuse me, through those locked out arms, right? So you can see arms not moving, back on in tension in that band, pressing up, excuse me, and slightly pulling on out. So there's always tension in that band the whole way through, pulling your torso up and underneath that band as much as you can. Driving that band on up for 2 and 1. Fantastic job right there, everybody. Banded hollow rock. Remember, I told you you're going to find the hollow body position here shortly. So now your band's going to be pressing up over your shoulders the whole way through. Wrists flexed away from your body with those knuckles. Toes flexed back towards your face. Abs as tight as you can right there, right? So bands pulling up and outside those shoulders the whole way through. Abs as tight as you can. Ribs pulling down and in towards your hips. Belly button punching down and in towards your tailbone. Chin tucked in towards your chest. Rocking and rolling the whole way through. Come on, everybody. Punch those ribs right on in towards those hips. Keep rocking all the way to Six-Pack City. 15 seconds to light it on up. Back and in the whole time. Drive that band on up a little higher, a little longer. We got 5 on it. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic, fantastic work. All righty. Well, the abs got woke up on that section, right? Absolutely amazing, amazing work, everybody. So 2/3 of the way already done through our 45-minute burner series here today for those arms and abs and burning for certain. Shoulders, buys, tries, abdominals. Oh, yeah. Getting up through those rear delts, backside of those shoulders, and the best way. Healthy arms, strong arms, healthy abs, strong abs, core and torso, everybody. Low plank with a reach we go. Down to Six-Pack City, everybody. Let's rock it on out. Come on. So low plank position, forearm strong to the ground. Left arm reaches on out. Hold for 2, 1,001, 1,002. Back into center. Right arm reaches on out. Hold for 2, 1,001, 1,002. Back into center. Alternate those arms reaching on out. Tailbone tucked down and in towards the ground. Once again, playing around with the resistance of these offset positions where I take away something, give it back to you, take away the opposite side, and give it back to you, right? Back and forth you go. Keeping your shoulders and hips square to the ground. So when I take something away from you, you act like it's no big deal, right? That's it. Think no big deal. I can keep my core locked on in even when I'm only on one arm, at least for a couple seconds before I bring it back under center and switch to the opposite side, right? There you go, everybody. Rocking and rolling the whole time. 2 and 1. Great job. Oblique V-ups. Come over to your right side now. Targeting that left oblique here first. So you're going to stack your hips, knees, ankles, feet, all that good stuff over one another. Right forearm on the ground, left hand reaching up over top side. Now you're just going to come up, a nice little V position, flipped over on its side a little bit right there. But you're concentrating right here on that left side oblique, right? Arm reaching out behind you as far as you can. Back and forth you go. Toes flexed in towards your shins and knees the whole way through. Abs as tight as you can. Keeping the hips stacked on top so you're not pointing your belly button up towards the ceiling, right? I don't want you to touch the ankles right here. I just want you to put those obliques on the sides of your left side position right here under tension as much as possible. There you go. For 2 and 1. Oh, yeah. Nancy's crushing it here today. Love it, Nancy. Over to our left side now. Palms down on the ground. Legs straight, toes flexed in towards your shins and knees. Right hand extending out behind you as far as possible. So you're just going to flex through. Right side obliques, back and forth, all the way. Come on, everybody. Digging deep right here. Lighting on up those right side obliques as much as you can. Back and in. Less than 30 seconds to go. Come on, everybody. Reaching and extending the whole way. 20 more seconds. Come on. Back and forth. Right side obliques on fire. Come on. Hang with me, everybody. You got 10 more seconds to light up that core. Back and in the whole way through. For 3, for 2, and 1. Great job right there, everybody. Elbow scratch time we go as I scratch my shin. Jay, something bit me. It was out last night trick-or-treating with the kids, and the weather's unseasonably warm. I think the mosquitoes are still out or something. Okay, so now what we're going to do, take the crook of the elbow, punch it away from your body, settle up those shoulder blades back and down, so high plank position, hands directly underneath those shoulders. Right knee above the right elbow, scratch it up and down a couple times. Left knee above the left elbow, scratch it up and down a couple times. Back and forth you go, slow and controlled, keeping your shoulders, hips square to the ground. Once again, as you're in an offset position, right? So as you're scratching the knee up and down on that elbow, the toe remains dorsiflexed in towards your knees the whole way through. So as you come on in, you're thinking flexing through those hip flexors, those obliques, the transverse abdominis, those hard to reach abs right there underneath those internal obliques and those ribs. For 2 and 1. Hollow hold with a little toe touch time. Over here to our backside position, everybody. So hollow hold position. Abs on in, tight as you can. Chin tucked in towards your chest. Left hand, right foot, left toe. Back and forth you go. So back and forth. Legs as straight as possible. Chin tucked in towards your chest. Toes flexed in towards your shins and knees the whole way through. And downtown here in that lower third of your back, that lower lumbar spine, pancake flat on the ground. We do not want to have that C curve develop in that lower lumbar spine because those abs disengage. Remember, the whole reason why we're doing this movement is to engage those abs under tension in that fatigue state, in that extended state with those arms, those legs, those extremities. Final 10, everybody. Come on. Keep that chin tucked in towards your chest. Keep rocking and rolling all the way through. 3, 4, 2, and 1. Butterfly. Straight arm sit-up time we go. So now you're going to pull those soles of those feet right on in together. Heels in towards your hip and groin. And you're going to have those hands all the way out extended behind your head, reaching behind you as far as you can with straight arm position. Chin tucked in towards your chest. Go ahead, sit up. Straight arm position. Arms locked out over those shoulders the whole way through. Chin tucked in towards your chest, squeezing those abs as hard as you can. There you go, everybody. Back and forth the whole way. Reaching on up, concentrating the tension, the core right here all the way. So abs in, arms reaching on up over your shoulders the whole way. Push through those abs. Drive the ribs towards those hips as much as possible. Squeeze those ribs right on in. Punch that belly button downtown towards that tailbone for 2 and 1. Great job, everybody. Low plank, knee drive time. We go. Take it down. Forearms on the ground. Low plank position. Eyes remain down. Right knee on in. Left knee on in. Toes flexed in towards your shins and knees the whole way through. Shoulders squared towards the ground. Eyes remain down towards the ground. Back and forth. Tailbone tucked down and in, so you're not piking your hips. You're not dropping those hips in any way, right? Back and forth. You go. Toes flexed on in towards your shins and knees. Rocking those hips. Rocking those abs. Pushing as hard as you can through your forearms, everybody. Back and forth all the way through. 15 more seconds. Tighten up those abdominals. Work those obliques. Down and back you go with those legs. For 3, 4, 2, and 1. Great job. Rest it on up. Absolutely crushing it here today, everybody. Fantastic, fantastic work so far. Guess what? We're only into that final section, right? Only. That's right. You saw you've conquered so much, but guess what? We still have one more big section coming your way here today, right? Last grand finale. Feeling good. Looking great. There you go. Absolutely amazing work. So proud of each and every one of you joining us live here today. So now we're going to go down on the ground. Single arm DB press time. We go. So now you're going to have that DB into that right hand. Palm facing on in. Drive it up over top side of your shoulder. Corkscrew twist to the top side. Back underneath to the base of the rib. We go. Palm facing away at the top side over your sternum. Squeeze back down so the elbow's just outside the base of the rib, right? Punch up strong. Fully extend through that tricep over your sternum. And then pull back down so that you engage through the lat. That's right. Don't just think about coming down slowly. Try to think about pulling your chest straight up towards the ceiling as much as you can. Down and then drive. Down. Drive that DB up. Pull that DB down. Punch it on up. And then drive it back down for 3, 4, 2. Last rep, best rep, and 1. Switch it up. DB's in that left hand, right palm on the ground. Elbows just outside that rib. Punch it up. Corkscrew twist at the top side. Pull it back down. There you go. A little unilateral offset position right here. You're going to have to keep those abs engaged, right? As you're noticing, you're a little tired. I get it, right? This is the last portion of the workout. You've torched those arms. You've torched those abs so far. And now we're doing a nice little unilateral motion to offset you to get those gains going in the best way possible. Down and drive it right on up. Down and then drive it right on up. Full elbow lockout. Flexing through your triceps. Pulling down and in the whole way through. Last 10 seconds, everybody. Come on. Light it on up. Pull, punch. Pull and punch for 2 and 1. Great job right there. Straight arm tri extension overhead time. So both DBs on into your hands. We go. You're going to have both dumbbells on in straight arm position behind your head. You're going to have a neutral position with those arms, palms facing in towards one another. Straight elbow extension over top side. Lengthen through those tris. Open on up through the undercarriage of those arms. Squeeze those handles as hard as you can. Excellent, excellent work, everybody. Back and forth. Driving those DBs all the way up. And then coming back on down slowly. Squeezing. Driving them right over your top side of your shoulders. Lengthening through those arms as much as you can. Straight arm extension Open up those ribs. Squeeze those abs a little harder to stabilize that core, that torso. Take it down slowly for 2 and 1. Fantastic job right there, everybody. Line tricep extension time we go now. So now the dumbbell is going to be in that same position, but your elbow is going to be bent. Only the forearm is moving. You're going to turn those palms facing away the top side with the elbow just slightly behind the shoulder, right? So it's not in alignment with the shoulder. Little extra tension, keeping it right behind the shoulder the whole way through. And you're going to turn those palms in the inverted position away from one another at the top side. Only the forearm is moving, and then turn them in towards each other at that base of the movement. Back and forth you go. This way we're going to target all 3 heads of your triceps. Oh, yeah. There you go. Rotating those thumbs forward at the top side. Excellent, excellent job, everybody. Back and forth. Keep that grip strength on point here today. Come on, light it on up. Last 10 seconds. Back and in. Flexing those triceps as much as you can, as long as possible for 3, for 2, and 1. Hand release push up. Body weight. Try kickback. We go. So DB's pitched off to the side. High plank position. Crook of the elbow pointed away from your body. Eyes remain down towards the ground. Abs nice and tight. Slowly bring your torso towards the ground. To rest your torso on the ground, but keep your abs tight. Make 2 tight fists. Flex those forearms all the way back. Hold, flexing through those triceps for 1,001, 1,002. Bring those hands just south of the shoulder, tight towards your body, and push yourself off the ground. Take your body down slowly for about 3 to 4 seconds. Once again, flex through those triceps, punch those fists on out. Hold, 1,001, 1,002. Keep your butt tight, toes curled up and under, and then push yourself off the ground as hard as possible, as fast as possible. Transferring that force, that power generation through that floor. Oh, yeah. Amazing. Amazing work, everybody, for 2 and 1. ISO dip hold to take us on home. So now you're going to take those legs out straight, thumbs pointed forward. You're going to start out with your butt on the ground, elbows bent. Take the butt off the ground, punch your chest open as much as you can, and flex through your triceps right here. So the fingers are pointed away from your body, thumbs are pointed in towards your feet. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together as much as you can, and you're trying to flex through your triceps right there. Your arms are straight out to the sides. You're pushing your butt off the ground, loaded through your triceps, holding your body off the ground, and pushing through the ground as hard as you can through your palms. You got 15 seconds, everybody. This one is going to build some character. It's going to build those triceps. It's going to fill those sleeves. But you got to dig deep. You got 10 seconds. Come on. Keep that chest punching on up. Palms through the ground. Inside of 5, 4, 3. Don't drop. 2, 1. Bring your booty down to the ground safely, everybody. Let's hit that cool down. But not before we stand tall, stand proud, and flex them. If you got them, holy smokes. Absolutely amazing Flex Friday right there, everybody. 45 minutes, advanced arms and abs. Guarantee we're all going to be feeling that one tomorrow in the best way, right? Oh my goodness. Let's go right on after it. Left hand up over that right wrist. We go. Palm facing away. Tilt a little bit over to that left side. Elbows coming out behind your ear. So short little cool down here today. But if you're looking for a longer stretch class in 15 minutes at 10 a.m. East Coast time this morning, we'll be getting on after a nice 15-minute full stretch class for you. That one's going to feel absolutely fantastic. There you go. You can thank me later for programming it like that after this hard workout, right? There you go, everybody. Take that left hand up over that right elbow, but once again, if you can make that stretch class. If you can't make that stretch class, maybe you have enough time to start a stretch immediately after in the on-demand catalog. Go ahead, launch one of those. If you got a busy day, totally understand. And then go ahead on after it. Right hand up over that left elbow. Reach around your neck as far as you can. So all of November is on the app schedule, so please RSVP to all those amazing live classes that'll be coming your way here today. That's right, we're coming your way here to this month. Palms up towards the sky, pulling your thumbs out behind you as far as you can. There you go, everybody. So RSVP to all those lives. Won't be in town tomorrow. I got to head up to Connecticut to my son's lacrosse tournament later on tonight. He's got a really early day tomorrow. First game at 7:20 a.m. Oh my, it's not even going to be light out by that point. Sunrise is just about that time. Daylight savings this weekend, right? There you go. Down we go to the ground. Up we go. But We'll be back live on Monday night. That's right. And the whole rest of the next week will be on the app, like I said, all of November as well. Be sure to crush all those amazing on-demand workouts when you can, everybody. That growing catalog up to like 350 almost on the Chris Ryan Fitness catalog for you. So there's plenty of workouts for everyone to do. That's right. So see ya if you can make that stretch class here in about 15 minutes time. If you can't, maybe you can get a 15-minute on-demand stretch class in right after this workout on your own time, or maybe later tonight. That's right. But either way, you did absolutely amazing today, everybody. Thank you for joining us live today on Chris Ryan Fitness, and keep all those App Store reviews going. Keep all those Team Chris Ryan Fitness Facebook group posts going, and on your own social media, paying it forward, letting the world know how much you love this app. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Great job, everybody.